be clear, this is just my personal experience on trying to convert my tubeless ready wheels to tubeless for the first time with no previous experience. To start, I grabbed everything I would need: tubeless sealant, some CO2 and a dispenser, tire levers, a pump, and valve stems. First step was to remove the tires and tubes. If you've never removed them from the rim before, the tires may be difficult to unseat. With the help of some soapy water and a lot of elbow grease, they should come loose. After removing the tubes, I cleaned the rim and tire for a better seal. It is best to do a dry run without sealant to test if the wheels will hold air, but because I only bought a couple of CO2 cartridges, I decided to save them for the sealant. I had seen that some were able to inflate the tires with a high volume pump, but to no luck was I able to do this with my pump. So I grabbed my sealant. There are two ways of adding sealant: dumping it into the tire through an open side or through the valve stems. I went for dumping it into the open side of the tire to better gauge how much was going in. So after getting the tire back on the rim, I grabbed my CO2 and filled them up. With the sound of the oh so satisfying pings, I knew the beat of the tires were seated. The next step was to switch the sealant around to cover up and seal any leaks. So how did I do? Not great. I didn't know if I had damaged the rim tape when installing or what, but the tires would slowly lose air after 3 to 4 hours. I was curious though to see how my tire patch did since ripping the sidewall, and it seemed to be sealed and repaired, no leaks. I fussed with them for a couple of days and decided to give up. I took the sealant out of the rear and put in a tube since I like to run a higher pressure in the back. I then put a layer of Gorilla Tape around the front rim to see if that would solve my dilemma, and so far it has. So, is tubeless ready easy? Probably, if you know what you're doing, but for a first timer it may take some practice. I would recommend being prepared with either a compressor to do dry runs without sealant or extra CO2 cartridges, and you should have a happy tubeless conversion. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.